Top of the morning, everybody. Eric Solar Box. It's about 6:30 a.m. I'm out in the little factory. Been out here since about 4. I finished up welding this set of frames for a Gen 1 V-Strom this morning. I had started these yesterday, but they needed to be final welded and then run through powder coating. These just came out of the oven, and so they're cooling off right now. And bringing the powder coating in-house, being able to knock stuff like that out, you know, at a whim anytime I want is really nice. I've been working on Asher's little KDX50, so he got to have his first big trip out to Walker Valley, our local ORV area, and we went out there with the training wheels on it, and he got his foot, he kind of panicked coming down this big hill and got his foot sucked up underneath one of the training wheels and kind of hurt his foot a little bit. And so it was just time to finally get those taken off. And so when I took the training wheels off for him, this bike is designed to be able to grow with your kids. So I had this set in the taller position so that the training wheels would work. So when I took the training wheels off, see this spacer here? This spacer was down here, which raises the bars up this extra amount. And then on the back, each shock has 2 mount points, so it's in the lower point now. So I did that. Also, in North America, or at least in the US, for some reason, these little bikes, they ship here with only 1 speed, which is really weird. Like if you look at this, you'll see that it's neutral and drive. But actually the transmission in this little bike has a hidden gear. There's an actual lower gear, a real first gear. And the way to get it to have that first gear is you gotta pull this cover off of the side of the engine here. And down in here by the shift fork, there's a little bit of metal that if you remove it, it'll allow it to go into the second gear. So I made that modification for him. Of course, when I pulled this whole side case off, I tore the gasket, and I didn't want to wait on a new one from Kawasaki, so I built one out of a Honey Nut Cheerios box, which is actually just the right thickness for material to make gaskets. So what else did I do to this? I adjusted his clutch for him, the automatic clutch. I got that working really well. And this bike is just running really good. I cleaned the air filter. It's just purring. So it's running great. It took a little bit of effort to get him to want to ride this without the training wheels. But I kept assuring him that if he started riding it without it, he was going to find that the bike's a lot more fun. And sure enough, now it's a couple days in, and it's really all he wants to do. Matter of fact, I got some footage of him yesterday. It was just absolutely pouring rain here in Western Washington, and he was out riding his bike anyway. So good stuff there. I'm getting ready to start producing a one-off set of frames for my bike so that I'll be able to put boxes on this. So I'm kind of starting to get going on that. Be interesting to see how that comes along. So I'll keep you guys abreast of the situation there. It'll be nice to be able to get boxes put on there. What else is going on in here? I am out of risers for Gen 2 KLRs. And so I brought a bunch of scrap up from the house that's been sitting there for a few months. I'm gonna start turning that stuff into windscreen riser dash kits for KLRs here pretty quick. Guys will be begging for them. I had a guy just a couple of days send me an email inquiring about a set. I don't know if he's gonna buy them or not, but I better get some built anyway. So anyway, you know, the one drawback to building all those small parts is that then they have to be powder coated, and it'll be interesting to see how that goes. I stopped at Staples, actually Office Depot, and I bought a bunch of these paper clips. So I'm gonna open these up and use them to hold those little pieces on, first on here so that they can get sprayed. And then I'm hoping to turn them into little hooks, and then I'll hang them off of this bar. Hopefully I can run quite a few of those through with each cycle of the oven. This BK62, it's got to come up to over 400 degrees for 10 minutes for it to be able to do its thing. So that's kind of one drawback to doing all those little pieces. I'd almost rather send those out to have them done, but what the hell, I'll do it. I'll see how it goes. So anyway, I am gonna go in the house. I've got a bunch of stuff that's shipping today. One guy in Oregon actually ordered 2 sets of side cases and 2 top boxes, so his stuff is gonna go out today. I've got a V-Strom customer that needed these frames. His boxes are ready to go. They're gonna go out. I've got a replacement side case, which is really rare to have that happen, that somebody actually needed one. I've only sold like probably 5 or 6 in the entire time I've been in business. So I've got a side case, and he ordered a matching top box finally. That's actually gonna go to South Africa of all places. So bunch of stuff leaving here today. If you need panniers, give me a shout. The season is coming. Don't wait. Ride safe, everybody. Talk to you later.